A drop in GDP, a loss of job creation, and an uptick in the number of homeless, hungry families. Those are among the dire predictions some in Congress are making now that long-term jobless benefits have expired. Lawmakers who let the measure slip away say the benefits were meant to be temporary, but congressmen pushing for an extension say it's far too soon to take away a lifeline for the unemployed. One job seeker I spoke with yesterday agrees.
No money coming in it's just what you would imagine. It's the scariest, most frightening thing ever. You don't know how you'll get your next meal. How will you afford your rent? What's going to happen, essentially?
And then there's the potential impact to the economy. Though the cut will save an estimated $25 billion this year, it could come with hidden costs. Sarah Ayers from the Center for American Progress wrote about that this past week, and Sarah now joins me from Washington to explain all that. Sarah, with a welcome, what you're saying here is that by putting money into the pockets of the people who are going to spend it, i.e. the unemployed, the economy gets a boost. So can you explain the argument which we're starting to hear more and more from places like the White House and the Senate Democrats?
Yeah, absolutely. What we see is that Congress's failure to extend emergency unemployment benefits really constitutes yet another self-inflicted wound on the economy. So first you have the government shutdown, and now you have Congress letting these benefits expire, which economists predict will actually shrink GDP growth by 0.2 to 0.4% in 2014 and will cost us 250,000 jobs. And yeah, this is a result of, when you have these unemployment benefits, they stimulate the economy by putting money into the pocket of people who are spending it on, day-to-day necessities like food and rent and utilities. And when they don't have that money to spend, it reduces economic growth, it reduces demand, and it results in fewer jobs created. So this isn't just an issue for individuals. It really has the potential to be a big hit on our overall economy.
Yeah, I know, because people have to understand it's not like these people are taking this money and depositing it into offshore like bank accounts or savings accounts. I mean, this is going right back to the economy. And there's a report that you point to from Mark Zandi, who's the chief economist at Moody's Analytics, who found that for every dollar spent on unemployment insurance, the economy grows by $1.55. So if that logic is sound, why do you think so many congressmen, particularly the Republicans, let this clock run out on unemployment insurance?
Yeah, the sticking point is really Republicans, particularly in the House of Representatives. And there's this kind of misguided notion that by cutting people off of benefits, they're suddenly magically going to be able to find a job. Well, the reality is that there are 3 job seekers in this country for every job opening. It's simply not that easy to find a job. People want to work, but there aren't enough jobs in this country. We really need to give these people a lifeline and extend benefits.
Yeah, well, let's look at the national unemployment rate. It did fall to 7% here, and that is a signal that the economy and the job market are at least on better footing, but lots of states are still hurting. Look at Nevada, for instance, Rhode Island, 9% of residents are looking for work there. In California, you've got 8.9%, also jobless, still searching. So is that one argument that is getting missed in Washington?
Well, I think lawmakers are going to start hearing it from their constituents in the new year. So hopefully they'll be able to hear that. But I think another important point is that not only is the unemployment rate still high in many states, but people are unemployed for longer periods of time. So I think it's important to note that, the average unemployed person in the U.S. is unemployed for 36 weeks. Well, state unemployment benefits run out at 26 weeks. So without these federal benefits, then those people would be, really struggling.
How big a fight are you expecting there to be for Harry Reid as he's promised, first thing when he gets back from recess to take this up? I mean, what kind of fight are we going to see in both the Senate and the House?
Well, I think the important thing is that long-term unemployed workers are both Democrats and Republicans. So members of Congress, regardless of their party, are going to hear from these unemployed workers who are really having trouble making ends meet. And they're also going to hear from, the retailers, the restaurants, the small businesses who are going to take a hit as a result of fewer dollars going into the economy. I think members of Congress are really going to hear it from their constituents when they get back.
Okay, and we'll see what the reaction is as a result of that. From the Center for American Progress, Sarah Ayers. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.